everybody, and welcome to Daniel Schneider here at Cherry Creek Reservoir. I'm out with a small portion of the JDRF ride team today. The reason it's only a small portion was, well, there was a couple bike races that were canceled in the middle of the week last week for today. The races were supposed to be today, they canceled them. The reason being the impending weather. So I was expecting to wake up, they're talking snow, they're talking crazy slush and rain, so I was expecting to wake up and not ride today, and as it turns out I woke up and it was sunny and beautiful and a little bit windy. So, you know, what the heck, I got on my bike and I went down to the place where we were meeting for this ride and met up with my lone rider today, David.
Hi.
Hello. So, as we've been riding in a southeasterly direction from downtown Denver. So we came from that direction, and right now the wind is blowing not pretty much the direction we came from. So we're going to turn around. We've done about 15 miles. We're going to turn around, and it's going to be a lot harder from here. I'm coming off a fantastic rest week. I rode up to Breckenridge last week from Denver. It was about 90 miles, 9,000 feet of climbing. If anybody's ever curious, wants to do it. David just told me he's done that ride many times up to Frisco, so about the same distance and same amount of fun, I'm sure. So part of the ride today, the JDRF organization, Juvenile Diabetes Research, just JDRF now, is they do a ride for the cure. They do, what, 6 or 7 official rides throughout the year?
It's 5 national rides.
Okay.
And here in Denver, we're actually doing a local ride for people who can't make the commitment to make one of the national rides, which are in, let's see, somewhere in Vermont. I forget the, and then
Burlington, maybe, I think.
Burlington, yeah. And then Wisconsin, Lake Tahoe, Death Valley, and Tucson.
Fantastic. Yeah, I did. I was lucky enough to do Tucson last year, and I made it a very hard race. It was a fun race. There's something like 8,000 or 9,000 people at the start line. Lots of organizations use it as a big fundraiser, but JDRF is of course one of them. And if anybody's, my parents have done, I've never had the pleasure of doing a JDRF the whole weekend, the whole thing, but my parents have done a few each, and it's an awesome fundraiser for one thing, but also, I mean, they pamper you, is my understanding. I mean, you stay in nice hotels, you get post-race massages, and they have fantastic coaches that work with you, things like that. So, so this year, what's the story with the Rocky Mountain Chapter?
Rocky Mountain Chapter this year is doing a ride very similar to Tucson. We've partnered with the Good Sam Bike Jam out of Lafayette, which is Good Samaritan Hospital. It's a fundraiser for them, and then we also raise funds for JDRF, and they have everything from 16 miles up to 100 miles, and everything from flat rides to climbing up in the mountains west of Boulder. So.
Fantastic. And you said that you in the past, you're kind of coordinating some of the rides this year and getting the JDRF team all organized.
I'm a local coach.
Fantastic.
And we do rides, practice rides every couple of weeks. Today's one of them.
Okay.
We only had the 2 of us show up today, but we have everybody show up from hardcore racers to people on their, hybrid cruisers. And
awesome.
We do rides anywhere from 20, 30 miles up to, we'll get up to about 60 or 70 miles a couple of weeks before the ride in September. And most of the rides I plan so that you can turn around and come back if you don't want to do the whole thing.
Fantastic. So some good training rides and things like that. Obviously we're going to do probably about 40 miles because I think we're going to do a lap around the lake today. I mentioned the wind. We had a tailwind on the way out. You probably can't see very well. There's actually white caps out on the lake. I can't really see them too well, but yeah, so it's a windy day today, and I'm not going to say I was pushing it hard, but when I was pushing it a little bit hard, David was right there on my wheel. Do you want to tell me about your past racing experience and all, or what you've done in the past that qualifies you as a coach?
I used to race mountain bikes, and gave up mountain biking when I got married, had kids, and got back into riding about 5 or 6 years ago.
Fantastic. You were mountain biking out of where?
Out of Atlanta, Georgia.
Awesome. Also the home of Team Type 1.
And I went to University of Georgia, so big fan of Phil's.
I believe that, yeah, absolutely fantastic.
And I got back into road riding when my kids got a little bit older. i.e. they weren't infants anymore, and started doing week-long bike tours, and have a daughter who's 9 years old with type 1, and got involved in raising money for this organization, and
Good deal.
decided to volunteer to be the coach. So I
And what's your daughter's
studied
name?
up the books. Her name is Olivia.
Olivia,
And
fantastic.
she's going to do the local Good Sam Bike Jam ride with me this year. She did 16 miles last year. She's going to do 32 this year.
Where does she's asking for a road bike as
she
well?
wants me to buy her a road bike.
Yep.
Maybe if she completes the 32 on her mountain bike, we'll think about it.
Fantastic, that's perfect. All right, well, yeah, so that's today. We're gonna have a much harder ride home than we had on the way out here, but that's part of the fun of things, I suppose. We'll do some wind intervals, and hopefully we'll avoid some of this rain, because I can see some of that out on the horizon. Like I said, there was a couple bike races canceled way preemptively. I think they're getting a ton of snow up in the mountains today, so after having weeks and weeks of 75-degree amazing weather, you know, it's easy to stay home on a day like today. So let's see, next week headed to Dallas. I'm really excited about racing with some teammates down there. We're doing the Matrix Challenge, I believe is the name of the races. If anybody's in the area, by all means, please come check us out. Head on over to the Team Type 1 Facebook page and like us there to keep up with what we got going on and how our races turn out down there, because I think we got a couple from the women's team as well as a few of us from the Team Type 1 Elite team, the men's team down there. And let's see, above and beyond that, yeah, head over to JDRF.org and check out some of the rides they have. They put on a fantastic showing for some of these rides. I've heard nothing but positive feedback for most of them. My dad has done a JDRF ride in Death Valley where I think it was like 55 degrees and raining, and my mom has done a ride in Death Valley where it's 105 degrees and it's super hot, so you never know what you're going to get, but you will be taken care of, I can promise you that. Alright, enjoy your riding, and talk to you soon. Bye.